Firearms have played a large part in the shaping of America, and the Buffalo Bills Center of the West in Cody has reimagined the way they tell that story with its new installation of the Cody Firearms Museum. Hundreds of people flocked to the Center of the West Saturday to witness the grand reopening of the museum, which has been closed to the public for the last 8 months. Now, $12 million later, the famous collection is once again open to the public, displaying more than 10,000 artifacts within 40,000 feet of space. Peter Siebert, the executive director of the Center of the West, says the event has been highly anticipated.
We have just seen such an incredible influx of support from our friends here in Cody and our visitors from out of town. It's been incredible. It's really, people waiting in line to get in to see this, and even this afternoon, we stood back because the crowd came at us. They wanted to get in and see it, which was awesome.
The reinstallation has been 8 years in the making, according to curator Ashley Lubinsky, who jokingly says she gave her 20s to the project.
Yeah, I started in Cody when I was 22 years old, and I just turned 30 a few weeks ago, and we've been working on it for most of that time.
The event was heralded by a grand spectacle, a historic flyover by a World War II-era C-47 plane with former Special Forces paratrooper and double amputee Dana Bowman jumping from the plane in honor of the occasion. He landed with precision at the site of the opening ceremonies, where curator Ashley Lubinsky and other dignitaries welcomed the crowd. Peter Kuiper, one of the trustees of the museum, rang a ceremonial bell to officially open the museum after its lengthy closure.
The Cody Firearms Museum here at the Buffalo Bills Center of the West has one of the largest collection of firearms in the world, and as you can see from the number of people who have attended today's reinstallation ceremony, it's a very popular museum with people of all ages and all abilities.
April Jones was one of the hundreds of people who were first in the door at Saturday's grand reopening. She says the museum highlights the importance of firearms to our culture.
I enjoy shooting and I know a little bit about firearms, but not that much. And I love how every section here puts the firearms in a context. So we were just reading about the shooting sports for my nephew here and my niece to get them to understand that this can be a competitive sport. Now we're in the military section. To me, it makes a lot more sense. And I feel like I have a human connection to these firearms that was missing before.
The reinstallation project put an emphasis on interactive displays and invites visitors to explore how people have used firearms throughout history in times of both war and peace, according to Lubinsky.
But also people who really don't know about firearms will be able to come in and get a greater understanding of firearms history so that they can make their own conclusions about guns.
Lubinsky adds that the new museum serves as a foundation for a variety of audiences to spark additional research and discussion beyond the institution's walls. For the Cowboy State Daily, I'm Wendy Corr.